All right, let's go to the Giants. Jaxson Dart getting ready to go, and you see him out there, Brian Daboll right there in the mix with everything that Jaxson Dart's going to be doing. Big question is, how soon do we see him? Giants head coach Brian Daboll on Dart and their relationship from earlier today.
Yeah, I'd say just with any young player, Patty, you're doing everything you can to, again, there's a long list of things that you have to go through with all these players. Quarterback is a particularly hard position mentally. We're going to put everything we got into it. I know he will too. And there'll be some struggles and there'll be some good things, and that's what you learn from. But excited to work with him.
He's constantly, coaching me, and I think that's what I want to be around. I want to be I want to be coached the hardest, and I feel like that's going to help me excel at the highest level and help me reach my potential. So there's not another coach I'd rather be playing for.
Oh, man, it's been rough for the Giants since Eli Manning retired after the 2019 season. The G-men have thrown for 15 or fewer touchdowns in 4 of the 5 seasons since Eli left. That's twice as many as the next closest teams. Here's our Giants reporter Jordan Renan on how the quarterbacks look today.
Thanks, Laura. It was easy to see in just one practice what the Giants like about Jaxson Dart. He was out there getting guys in position at the line of scrimmage, fitting throws into tight windows. He even gathered the guys together on the bus ride home yesterday and went over plays in order to be prepared and confident for his first practice, which he was. Not everyone's first practice goes so smoothly. Just ask Eli Manning, who famously threw a ball off the tackling dummy in his first workout with the Giants. Now Dart and the Giants know there's going to be a big learning curve. This, after all, is a quarterback who only used a clap as a snap count in college. Head coach Brian Daboll said it's not rocket science, so think he'll be able to pick that up quickly. Still, after the draft, I asked general manager Joe Schoen if he thought this could be like a redshirt year for Dart, sitting and learning behind veterans like Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. Schoen was nodding his head yes. Dart has said he's never really been in that position, so this could be different for him. Back to you, Laura.
Thanks, Jordan. All right, Jeremy, what are the Giants hoping for when it comes to seeing Dart on the field in the fall?
Yeah, so the stage is set for Jaxson Dart to sit an extended period of time and learn behind the scenes. If everything goes correctly, that means that Russell Wilson looks great in training camp. If they can win, hey, look, we're not naive, right? We know how this goes. You got to win at least some semblance of football games to stave off the rookie. But the Giants do feel more equipped than they have in the past to be at least able to hold the fort down. They got a good defense now. They got more parts. Russell Wilson doesn't turn the ball over. Like, they're hopeful that they can let Jaxson Dart develop behind the scenes. But I'm told they're also not going to guardrail him either. If he is lights out in training camp over the next 3 months, looks terrific, they're not just going to hold him out for no reason. But the feeling around the league, the prevailing theme when I talk to other teams is that Jaxson Dart needs at least a year to develop based on the offense he came from, Ole Miss. Just needs a little bit of time.
Yeah, listen, I understand the game plan here, but I'm not one to put guys in boxes because everyone develops at different rates here. So again, like you pointed out, if he comes out here and he lights it up, you might have the whole Giants organization reassessing things along the way. But I think the overall prevailing thing is, I think it just depends on how the Giants season goes. If the Giants if they're playing ball and they're winning some games and they're hanging tough and Russell Wilson is playing pretty decent, then okay, he'll probably sit down and develop. But we know, and I played in the New York market, if things go awry and you got that first round pick at quarterback, trust me, fans and everyone will be clamoring for him to be on the field sooner rather than later.
Week 2 or week 3.
Oh, Lord.
And I think everybody wants to jump in and say, look at Jayden Daniels. Look what he did. So I think a lot of teams might be wanting to go that route with Jaxson
I hope they don't
Dart.
do that.
I hope they don't do it either.
Not fair to Dart, right?
For the development part for Dart being under Brian Daboll, who he's famous for getting Josh Allen right. He's the one that came into Buffalo, got Josh Allen right after he started off a little shaky, got him back on track, putting him in the MVP category, which he is today. I can see that development with Jaxson Dart. I think he has the potential to be really good. I love his gunslinger mentality he has and the swag mindset. It started in high school when he was Gatorade Player of the Year in Utah, and he's carried it through USC and then down in Ole Miss. I really like him for that swag he's got.
Forgot you'll have that Utah connection. I like Dart's tools, and I'm in agreement with everyone else that there's going to be an adjustment period. The more time he has to learn, the better. Adjustment in a few areas. Jeremy, you alluded to the Ole Miss offense being different. A few things he's going to have to acclimate to. At Ole Miss, They had a 53% play action rate. That's more than twice the NFL dropback or average, pardon me. So we're going to see a lot more straight dropbacks from him. He's going to have to get used to NFL timing. Often he was throwing to guys who were, wide open, college open, NFL open. Kyle, you know this. Very different. Going to have to throw with more anticipation there as well. So I feel like the more time he has to learn and perfect his craft, the better he'll be when he does make his debut, though I share everybody's skepticism that the Giants will be as patient as perhaps we would like them to be.
Mina, I know you've seen this number, but I think it's really instructive. 34% of Dart's attempts at Ole Miss last year were thrown to wide open receivers. Jeez. Wide open. 34%. That was fifth highest in the nation. So
that's what it looked like.
That's
not happening, right? They're going to be covered. All right, D-Wood, I gotta get your opinion on this. Check this out. From Tampa, undrafted rookie defensive tackle out of Florida. That's Desmond Watson. Big Desmond Watson. I'm going to tell you his number, but you already knew because he's 56 right there. Look at the big man. He's hustling. He's getting ready to go. He was clocked in at 464 pounds at Florida's Pro Day. Here's the thing. Could you block that, D-Wood? You think? I'm not doubting you, but I'm just curious.
I mean, listen, my heyday, absolutely I could block that. You best believe that. I'm wearing big boy down. Yeah. I tell the coach, listen, let's go know how to wear him down.
Yeah.
Hey,
we know he's in there to stop the run.
That's it.
I love it.
That's it.
All right, you know what? I just wanted to put that in because go Gators. Good job, Desmond. We love it. Love to see it still in the state of Florida. Coming up, in that New Jersey, you see him. I mean, listen, I get it. He couldn't go after some of the greats, maybe, but he's ready to be great in his own right. And here's a look at some of the notable players to wear 51. The last to wear it was linebacker Azeez Ojulari, who signed a free agent deal with the Eagles this offseason. 3 players have won Super Bowls with the Giants wearing this number. All 3 were linebackers, by the way. Zach Biasi, Bobby Abrams, Robbie Jones. In total, 20 players have worn number 51 for New York. And I am sure that Abdul will tell you he will be the best. Let's read and react to some rookie minicamp storylines starting right there in New York, where Carter spoke to the media today about his New Jersey number. We're going to take a listen.
I feel good. I feel like it's going to have to grow on me a little bit, but it's feeling good right now.
How did you settle on 51?
Pretty much what we had available, so it's a good number.
Is it set or did you change it for the regular season?
It's pretty much set. I'm just happy to be out here playing football. That's really that's all I'm worried about.
That's pretty much what we had available. About took me out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know how he feels.
I know. How does playing behind a D-line like that make life easier for those Giants linebackers?
Yeah, I know how he feels. I had 95 as a rookie. We had to change that quickly to 53, but my reaction to playing with that D-line, I think the Giants have one of the best D-lines in the league, next to the Ravens, of course. But to play against that D-line with Dexter Lawrence in the middle, I mean, he's going to take all the double teams, so there's going to be a lot of one-on-ones for Abdul Carter. So shout out to Dexter Lawrence taking it up in the middle, and then those boys on the edges from Brian Burns to Abdul Carter, they're going to be a problem.
Now, I can't wait to see what this defense actually looks like. It's a great point by you.